Listen closely, because I'm about to drop a truth bomb that'll change the way you see your relationship. What if I told you that your wife, the woman you trust the most, is probably lying to you in ways you're not even noticing? Yep, that's right. And the worst part, you've been completely oblivious. But I'm here to reveal the 6 methods she's using to hide the truth. Stick around, and I'll show you how to catch her without hiring a private detective. Before we dive in, hit that subscribe button, like this video, and drop a comment telling me what city you're watching from. Method 1. The hidden phone behaviors. A lifeline or a lie. Let's start with the one thing she's always got in her hand, her phone. If you want to catch her lying, this is the first place to look. Now, I know what you're thinking. It's just a phone. But trust me, it's not. Her phone is her most valuable tool, and paradoxically, her greatest weakness. You've probably noticed it already. She's glued to it, constantly checking it, flipping it over when you walk into the room, or keeping it locked down like it's a vault. Have you ever caught her in the middle of a conversation, and the second you approach, she quickly locks the screen or turns it face down? That's no accident. It's not just because she wants privacy, it's because she's hiding something. Now, pay attention to how she treats her phone when she's in the bathroom or getting dressed. She takes it everywhere, right? And I mean everywhere. If she suddenly always takes it with her to the bathroom or in the car for a quick errand, that's a sign she's protecting something she doesn't want you to see. This is the phone equivalent of locking the door behind her. It's a dead giveaway. But let me tell you something a lot of guys miss. It's not just about the content on her phone, it's the behavior. Innocent people leave their phones lying around. They let you check it without hesitation. But a guilty person's phone is their lifeline, their shield. She guards it like her own personal treasure chest. Ever noticed any weird apps? The ones that look innocent enough, calculator apps, note-taking apps, or even an app that you never remember her using before. These could be hiding apps where she's communicating secretly. These apps are designed to blend in and keep you from noticing. You think it's an innocent little notes app? Wrong. She's hiding conversations. So, next time you're around her, watch closely. Does she fidget with her phone when you walk in the room? It's more than just tech obsession. It's a red flag. And if you're paying attention, you'll start seeing exactly what she's hiding. Method 2. The silent social media footprints. What she's trying to erase. Let's talk about social media. You might think it's harmless, but it's a goldmine of hidden clues if you know what to look for. If your wife is hiding something, her online behavior will be the first place to check, especially what she's trying to cover up. Start with the basics. Have you noticed her suddenly unfollowing people or deleting old photos of the two of you? This isn't just her cleaning up her profile. She's erasing memories of you to make space for someone else. A woman who's truly happy with her partner doesn't purge happy memories from her feed, she cherishes them. But the hiding doesn't stop there. Pay attention to her profile changes. Is she removing the "in a relationship" tag or changing her profile picture to something solo? If she's posting more selfies and pictures of herself in places you've never been, it's not for you, it's for someone else. Next, look out for hidden accounts. Have you ever found a social media profile under a different name, one you've never heard of? This is often how cheaters stay connected without leaving a trace. Check for accounts you don't recognize or ones that don't seem to connect with her real life. And don't forget about deleted posts. Maybe she's deleting or archiving posts that have nothing to do with you, or hiding interactions with people you've never met. These changes are deliberate. She's trying to cover her tracks, but the digital footprint doesn't lie. If you're paying attention, the clues are all there, even if she thinks she's deleting them. Social media can't hide everything. Start looking deeper, and you'll see exactly what she's trying to erase. Method 3. The vague excuses and late-night routine, the secret life she's hiding. Let's talk about the biggest giveaway that something's off. Her excuses. If you've noticed a sudden increase in late nights or vague stories that don't quite add up, you've got a serious red flag on your hands. You've heard it all before. I was working late. I was with friends, or I lost track of time. They sound innocent enough, don't they? But when these excuses start to pile up, it's time to pay attention. This is her secret life slipping through the cracks. Here's the thing, cheaters aren't great at keeping track of their lies. The more often she has to cover up her tracks, the sloppier she gets. She'll say she's at work, but when you press for details, it always turns into a vague answer. Maybe she can't remember the project she was working on, or how long the meeting lasted. It's always some hazy excuse that never quite fits. Pay attention to the times. Are these late nights happening consistently on specific days or weekends? If she's regularly busy on a Friday night or during those random girls' nights that don't seem to match her usual schedule, there's something more going on. And if you try to make last-minute plans, notice how she reacts. An innocent woman will say, "Sure, let's go." A guilty one will get defensive, frustrated, or suddenly have plans she can't change. Then there's the new hobby she's picked up. She starts going to the gym late at night, taking yoga classes after work, or spending more time out running errands. She's filling up her time with activities she never used to do before. And these aren't just random life changes. They're carefully crafted to carve out extra time to meet someone else. Watch for these small but powerful signs. If she's suddenly too busy to fit you into her schedule, it's not just coincidence. It's a sign that something else has taken priority. And that priority isn't you. Her excuses might seem innocent at first, but when the patterns emerge, you'll start to see the truth. She's hiding a part of her life from you, and it's not going to stay hidden for long. You just need to stay sharp. Method 4. The secretive spending habits. Follow the money trail. Now, let's talk about something most guys overlook: money. You think that if she's cheating, you'd catch her by the obvious signs, like strange behavior or odd phone habits. But let me tell you, money talks, and it doesn't lie. If your wife is hiding something, her financial activity will leave clues. Whether it's strange credit card charges, unexplained withdrawals, or purchases you know she didn't mention. First, pay attention to her spending patterns. A sudden uptick in her personal spending is one of the biggest signs something's off. Does she come home with new clothes, new makeup, or random treats she didn't tell you about? Or maybe she's making purchases you never heard her mention, like a fancy dinner or a hotel stay. If she's always claiming she's broke or saying she didn't spend much, but you see receipts that don't add up, that's a red flag. Here's where things get tricky. It's not always about the amount of money spent. It's the where and the when. For instance, do you notice charges for restaurants you've never been to, particularly on nights she said she was working late, or hanging out with friends? Funny how the same night she said she was busy is also the night a restaurant receipt for 2 shows up on the credit card statement. That's no coincidence. Now, let's talk cash. If she's withdrawing large sums of cash, especially without a clear explanation, that's an immediate warning sign. Why does she need so much cash? Did she pay for something she doesn't want a paper trail for, like a gift, a hotel, or something else to keep the secret hidden? Be on the lookout for these little financial red flags, and don't forget to check her bank account. Maybe she opened a secret account or a separate credit card she thinks you'll never check. This is a classic move. It allows her to make purchases without leaving a trace on your shared accounts. The truth is, an affair isn't cheap. It takes money to keep things hidden, whether it's for secret dates, gifts, or trips. If you start noticing strange financial activity, trust your instincts. Money doesn't lie, and neither should you. Method 5. The simple questions. Catch her in the details. Here's a trick that most guys don't use enough, but it's one of the most powerful ways to expose a lie. Asking simple questions. You see, cheaters are great at spinning a story, but their memory is often where they slip up. A liar can remember the general plot line, but the little details, those are much harder to keep track of. This method is all about the power of repetition. You ask her something seemingly casual, and then a few days later, you ask her again, just to see if her story holds up. Let's say she told you she went to a meeting last Tuesday. A few days later, casually ask, "Hey, how was that meeting last week? What did you talk about?" Notice her reaction. If she's telling the truth, she'll answer easily, details will flow, and the story will be consistent. But if she's lying, the cracks will start to show. She'll either fumble for details, act defensive, or change parts of the story she told you earlier. Maybe she'll add new information that doesn't line up, or she might get frustrated for being asked again. Another simple test is to bring up a small detail she might have forgotten. Let's say she told you she was at the gym last night. Ask her, "Oh, was Sarah there too?" She said she was going. If she wasn't at the gym, watch how she reacts. Does she get defensive? Does she try to come up with a quick excuse? A guilty person will often hesitate, get irritated, or scramble for a new lie. A truthful person will answer you naturally and without hesitation. The key to this method is removing her safety net. When a liar doesn't have time to prepare or create a backup story, that's when they'll crack. These little tests force her to tell the truth, or at least give you enough inconsistencies to catch her. So next time, don't be afraid to ask the same question twice. Watch how she reacts, and pay close attention to the details she can't quite remember. Method 6. The body language. What her body is telling you. Let's dive into one of the most powerful tools you have. Her body language. Words can lie, but her body, it's an open book. The way she moves, her gestures, the little things she does when she's lying. It all reveals the truth, even if she doesn't say a word. First, watch her eyes. When you ask her a tough question, does she avoid looking you in the eye? A liar will often glance away, look down, or get distracted. A truthful person, on the other hand, will maintain eye contact. If she's dodging your gaze, something's off. Next, pay attention to her hands. Is she fidgeting, touching her face, playing with her hair, or rubbing her neck? These nervous gestures are signs of discomfort. A guilty person's body will betray them by becoming restless. If she starts to move awkwardly, it's because she's hiding something. A fake smile is another giveaway. You know the one. A smile that only reaches her lips, not her eyes. It's forced, shallow, and screams that she's trying to cover something up. A genuine smile involves the whole face, but a guilty one. She'll try too hard to appear calm, but you'll see through it. Finally, check her posture. Does she cross her arms or turn her body away when you ask a tough question? This defensive posture is her way of protecting herself, creating a physical barrier between you and her lies. Body language doesn't lie. When words fail, her body will spill the truth. Pay attention to the subtle signs, and you'll start to see what she's really hiding. See you in the next video.